Hello, my beautiful astrology peeps. It's Little Blue Lotus coming to you from beautiful downtown Santa Clarita, California. And I'm sorry this video is a little late. I was out of town for a couple days trying to take a break. I sort of got one, and then I came back home to an awful lot of people that needed emergency readings because things are flaking around the edges for a lot of us. And so I felt that I had to work on my clients' issues and help them out. I hope I did. But anyway, this is an important video. We had a Pluto station point on the 14th of this week. And what that means is enormous. Pluto station pointed direct in 1 degree Aquarius. What I have to say is his kingdom is unraveling at the seams. You know who I'm talking about. Mass federal layoffs during a shutdown, hundreds of thousands of people losing their paychecks, food lines growing, Trump bragging that a lot of these jobs will never come back, markets cratering as Trump reignited another tariff war with China, wiping out $1.6 trillion from the stock market with a single post. This while farmers are already on the brink of ruin, victims of his endless tariff wars. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth announced Qatar will be building an Air Force facility in Idaho, bringing Qatari jets and pilots on U.S. soil. Even the MAGA hardliners lost it. Laura Loomer called it an abomination. Support peeled off elsewhere. Candace Owens accused the administration of covering up Charlie Kirk's murder. Tucker Carlson declared Trump was Nazifying America. Even Joe Rogan is wavering. And when Marjorie Taylor Greene calls for reopening government while blaming the shutdown on her own party, you know the rats have realized the ship's going down. Representative Eric Swalwell made sense of it all last week. The Epstein files are about to blow the hinges off, and insiders know it, he said. Trump's movement is fading, he wrote. No one wants to defend a pedo protector. One GOP insider told him that if a discharge vote hits the floor or release the files, 100 Republicans will bolt. Trump will go berserk. This is not an administration in control. It's an administration trying desperately to cling to control. And little by little, day by day, the people are taking it back. This week, on October 14th, when Pluto station pointed direct in 1 degree Aquarius, the cosmic wrecking ball starts swinging forward again. After months of digging under the floorboards of power, Pluto begins his 20-year mission through the sign of rebellion, technology, and truth shared among equals. In the United States chart, interestingly enough, Pluto station point aligned with the national midheaven in a beautiful trine, the seat of government and authority, exposing institutional rot. It's a Pluto thing. Digging, and what the digging up is decay, rot, disease, everything ugly, everything dead, everything that has been swept under the rug. And it's forcing a radical restructuring of public power. In Trump's chart, that same day, there's a karmic mirror happening. Jupiter meets up with his Saturn, which is, of course, is the planet of accountability. Those karmic receipts are coming due for him. And all the while, Pluto is ripping open the shadow behind his public mask. Pluto will remain in Aquarius till 2044, reshaping who holds power, who never will again. It dismantles thrones, exposes false prophets, and rebuilds power structures from the ground up. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius Monarchies fell. Revolutions rewired the world. This time the crown is psychological, and that too is ending. Trump's empire was always more mirage than marble, dominance performed through fear and illusion. But Pluto's clock just struck. Illusions now have expiration dates. Pluto in Aquarius doesn't give power to the people. It reminds them they've had it all along. Now, I have a short little personal story about a close encounter of the first kind, maybe second kind, that I had with Diane Keaton some years ago. Kind of interesting. I was in Santa Fe having a girls' weekend with a couple of my old friends about 7 years ago now. And it was a crowded day in Santa Fe, and it was late afternoon. It started raining. So the crowds on the sidewalk, it was like people to people, shoulder to shoulder. And we were all, walking quickly towards some kind of shelter, a restaurant, our cars, parked cars, whatever. So lots of people, shoulder to shoulder, people moving this way, people moving this way. I'm with my two friends, but we're walking single file because there was just too many people to walk side by side. And I'm at the head of the group. Not sure how I found myself there because my sense of direction sucks. But I was at the head of the group, and a woman is walking towards me. Remember, everybody's walking quickly. It's starting to rain. And just as she gets right directly in front of me, she raises her eyes, and I look directly into the eyes of Diane Keaton, one of my icons since the 70s. Since the 70s. I was like, there was like this spark between us. I kind of smiled with my eyes and nodded so that she knew that I knew who she was and I wasn't going to give her away. And she crinkled up her eyes and smiled at me, and I let her pass by. And I gave her a few minutes and said to my friends, after enough time had passed, I called back to them. I said, "Did you just see Diane Keaton?" And they're like, "No, where?" And I said, "She passed by a couple minutes ago." And my third friend in our little train, she said, "You mean the woman that was dressed like Annie Hall?" I said, "Yes, the woman dressed like Annie Hall. That was Diane Keaton." And that's my story. One thing I do have to say, though, when she looked in my eyes, that woman's spirit shone through. She had a spark of divinity. I don't care what you think about her acting ability, but that woman was alive, really and truly alive. And that's what I saw in her eyes in that one instant, that one nanosecond. And wonderful human being, a little bit crazy, loved her sense of fashion, and grateful that I had that little encounter to be able to tell you guys about it. So anyway, hey, let me know how the mantra's working out for you. I love my comments. Let me know how the mantra's working out for you. Any leftover eclipse stories, I'm happy to see them in my comments. Hey, I'll be talking to you soon. And it's No King's Day. Hey, what are you watching this video for? You should be out marching. Take care, everybody. Blessings to you. I love you guys like crazy. Bye-bye.